Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 2 of the In the Loop podcast. Here on the Graphic Loop channel, I'm your host, Max Wingrove. There are many episodes of pointless conversations, complaints about relatable first world problems, dark humor, and much more coming your way. And disclaimer, when I have guests, these are not interviews. These are conversations that hopefully you can relate to and enjoy. Let's get into episode 9. Ladies and gentlemen, you are currently in the loop with Max Wingrove. Today I have a very special guest, my good friend, wait, is that son in French? Yeah, son in French, Solée. I was saying, like, is Spanish?
It's not Spanish, it's literally French.
Dude, you do
Actually,
realize I almost failed French.
Yeah, but you're not the first one to say that, actually.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Yeah, French is a whole other topic, but damn, that's, those are the times also. Grade 11 French was the worst class of that year, I think.
No, I liked it.
Oh, I know you did, because you were good at it.
Yeah.
And Nick was like, he thought he was so good. Like, he got like 2% better than me. Or like, I'd almost fail, and then he'd get like 56%.
You always annoyed him.
He'd be like,
yeah.
That's a shame. That's a shame, you know.
He's like, I don't want to sit beside her in class and all that.
What? Whatever. I love Nick, and he'll be on the podcast soon enough. So
really?
Yeah.
Has he not been on yet?
I recorded an episode.
Oh, but it's not.
Yeah, I haven't posted it yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so first off, I want to start with sparkling ice. That is the beverage for this episode, and I haven't actually had a beverage for every episode, but this beverage is special. Am I right? Because we used to have these in grade 6 in the vending machine all the time.
I remember that. No, I came in grade 7. I was in there at grade 7 to 8.
Yeah.
In Hillcrest. And
wait, what?
Yeah, I wasn't there in grade 6.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too weird. Sometimes people are like, they come in grade 11 or grade 12, and I'm just like, remember back in grade 8? They're like, nah, I didn't know you.
There.
I'm like, what? How?
Anyway. No, I remember these. I used to always get them. I got the orange one too, but it wasn't orange and mango.
It wasn't orange mango. It's just regular orange. Yeah, these are the wacky flavors. I got cherry limeade. You got what? Orange mango.
Orange mango. I want to drink it, but you won't let me.
Okay, let's crack it open. Let's just crack it open. Here we go.
I got ASMR.
All right, fine. This is a little bit ASMR. Ooh, that's kind of pleasant. And this stuff has 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 sugar.
Actually?
10 milligrams of sodium.
It doesn't have sugar.
Yeah, but if you look at the ingredients, I can't pronounce any of them. So, you know.
There's no way there's no sugar in here.
That's what it says. And then they'd be in big trouble if they were lying about it. That's the thing with this. And it's also caffeine free, of course.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was just going to go in my mouth and I just had that.
Yeah, I know. Nice and bitter, huh? And it really is super carbonated.
Sweet,
if you burp into the microphone, don't do it.
I don't want to.
It'll be so loud.
I almost did before, but then you were recording, so I'm like, okay, it's fine.
And the one that I have will definitely turn your mouth red, which is kind of unfortunate, but
I had that one at home,
mm-hmm.
and I tried it and I just didn't like it. So my sister had it and then she didn't like it, so she threw it on the ground.
She threw it on the ground?
Yeah.
Did it burst?
No.
Damn, that would.
I really want to try that where you like shake the pop bottle and throw it in the air and explode.
Oh man, you haven't done that yet?
No, I haven't tried that yet.
Oh, I did that with a 2-liter and almost took one of my elementary school friends' eyes out, and then I got sent to the office and then sent to confession. Yeah.
Confession.
Because like my worst enemy there, he brought a 2-liter of Pepsi, and I was just like, I'm gonna ruin this guy's day just because like I feel like it. So I shook it up and I threw it. It almost also hit the librarian. It was like 100 years old.
Where
could have killed him.
Throwing this?
This was like.
Did you throw it in school?
What the heck was that? Sorry. Yeah, no, it was like outside in front of the school.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And those people just happened to be there.
Yeah, the librarian was stepping out of the school, and my worst enemy was standing beside the door, and my best friend was standing beside me. And I shook it up, and it was like a bottle rocket thing that you make in science.
Yeah.
Not that we ever made those, and it shot up and almost hit my best friend in the eye. and then it hit the wall and bounced off and almost hit the librarian. Like that librarian, she was like a day away from getting a wheelchair, like just from being at that school, because she was so old.
Oh my
Mrs. Safransky or something like that.
Safransky?
Yeah, but then again, I can't feel too bad.
Safransky?
Yeah, I had some wacky teacher names, like... maybe I shouldn't be dropping all these names.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
But either
Don't
way...
be exposing these old people.
Either way, she might be dead.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, she was old. But can't feel too bad because... Not that she died, but I almost hit her with a bottle because she gave me this arbitrary charge on a library book that I didn't even rent out. She was just like, you rented it out. I'm like, no, I didn't.
So what, you wanted to get her back by hitting her with a 2-liter bottle?
Maybe subconsciously, yeah. It was like $30. And I didn't even lose the book. And it wasn't even a good book. It was a book on caterpillars and bugs.
Oh, love that book.
I mean, come on.
Gotta love caterpillars.
I have a theory of who did it, though, anyway. That girl always got the good grades. Of course, she rented out a caterpillar book. Anyway. So, I think, you and I, what was your favorite class in high school? You better say the class I'm thinking of.
Well, I know what you want me to say.
Yeah, but you're gonna say it. You're gonna say it. There's no way you're not.
Why would I say that?
Well, what was better? Frickin'
I
biology?
No.
No.
I had the worst time in biology. My biology experience was really rough towards the end. Because I had that whole surgery.
Oh yeah.
And
didn't you have a mini heart attack?
No, I didn't have a mini heart attack. I had appendicitis.
Oh,
so mini heart attack. No, what the heck?
Well, appendicitis is pretty bad because
yeah.
Your appendix is so useless now. It's just it'll burst and infect you and whatnot,
honestly,
right?
It's a useless organ.
It is because we don't eat meat raw anymore. So
yeah.
we sous vide it and grill it and I'm hungry now.
I was kind of craving Cheetos before I came here. I'm not gonna lie.
I had Cheetos yesterday, and then I finished all of them. I could have given you some Cheetos.
Sushi. Oh.
Okay, stop.
Sorry, I can't help it.
You better say Guitar 11. No, Guitar 12, because that's the class.
Guitar 11. No.
That was the class we were in, and it was my favorite class because we just got to do whatever. It's just
he was so chill.
Yeah, should I say?
Don't expose names.
Matt, you're awesome. You're by far my favorite, along with Alonzo. Okay, no, nobody knows who these people are. You're by far my favorite, just because you didn't ever monitor the class. If you didn't want to be taught, he didn't teach you. He would teach you some stuff. But if you didn't ask, he would just let you do whatever.
He only bothered the people who really needed the help though.
Yeah, or he knew we're just doing nothing.
Or he'd only bother people who were in the main room, but we were in the little rooms.
Yeah, there was all these music recording rooms that we mainly.
Rooms.
Yeah, and every time someone got it into one of them before us, we'd be
I'd be so pissed off. I'm get out of my room, honestly.
There's nowhere else to go besides that. And I think we were some of the best in the class. The only people who were better was that one kid who was an MLG at guitar.
Oh yeah.
He didn't sing much, but he was
was really good.
He was a wizard on guitar. And then who else? And I guess
the 2 girls.
The 2 girls.
There were 2 girls, and they were really good, and their voices were really good as well. I can't remember their names though.
Right,
I don't remember anyone's name in that class.
No, but
to be honest, I didn't really care for it.
But dude, we killed it for the most part.
Yeah.
And we actually sang quite a lot, and played a lot more songs than I thought we would. And I think we started off with that "Lean on Me."
Oh no, we didn't. It was a different one.
Oh, it might have been Fats Domino.
Fats
Domino.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
I can't remember.
I'm gonna remember it in 3, 2, 1. I didn't remember.
Yeah, I know.
I can hear it in my head though. I
feel like I know.
It's the most famous Fats Domino song.
I know.
Oh, ain't that a shame?
Yeah,
ain't that a shame? Yeah, and it was we presented that one 3 times in front of the class, and we were some of the only people who also wanted to present in front of the class.
Well, he wanted us to present in front of the class as well. He wanted us to do that one.
Yeah.
Because we had to perform it in front of him first, and then he's like, "Oh, I want you guys to do it in front of the class."
Right, yeah.
And I was so nervous because I had never sang in front of anyone else. That big.
Dude, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so opposite. I was more nervous. I was never nervous, but I could sing easier in front of the class than in front of you. like at first.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like I feel self-conscious if it's just me or one person.
Yeah.
But in front of the class, something just happens where I'm just like, let's just do it.
I'm not like that. Like I in front of you, in front of everyone else, like anyone, even still, like I still get like these nervous butterflies in my stomach, and I'm like, why do I get like this? I just want to puke when I sing.
What? You were a good singer though. I mean, I think we were both pretty good. We weren't like the best at anything really. We weren't like super good at either chords or
but the
singing.
fact that we could do both like at the same time,
Yeah,
it really helped, especially later on, because it made me feel like, okay, like I can really do this like, later on.
And hey, have you picked up a guitar since?
No.
No, me neither.
Actually, I did try like 2 months ago, but like since then I haven't done it.
Right, and you know what? We actually did have a pretty good evolution because we learned a lot of new chords like C7 and F was the worst.
Oh, I hated it. I didn't do the F. I just let you do it.
Right, it's so bad. It's so bad. It didn't even work.
Yeah.
It's just.
While we were like doing the songs though, and like you did the F, I'd be like, okay, yeah, like I'm doing the F totally, but I was not doing the F.
I didn't even berate you for that. Yeah.
I didn't want him to point me out, but he's not gonna do that because he's like too oblivious to it. So.
And I didn't even tell you to do the F.
Yeah.
Because like I became a pain in the ass sometimes, telling you to do the chords that you couldn't do, but like the F was just that was out of our domain.
I think it was so stupid because I still had my nails so long.
Oh my god!
Such a rough
Yes.
time when that
Yo.
happened.
I remember you kept saying you were gonna get your nails done.
I was.
And then after a month, it was just like.
Been done. It was really busy though. I had a lot on my plate at the time.
Yeah. I think, and then what was after that? We did Eagles. That was like the thing we were gonna do for the talent show.
Yeah.
And then somebody said no, we're too repetitive.
Oh wait, no, I'm so
Whatever. You suck, man. No.
Just came out. Can't help it.
Yeah. Right. And then so, what was it? Yeah, it was Eagles. It was not Peaceful Easy Feeling, not Take It Easy. It was Lion Eyes. There ain't no way you can hide your lion eyes.
Yeah, that was a good song. I think my favorite song that we did was Shallow.
Oh my god, of course. Of course.
So good.
Because you're so basic. But come on. I think, yeah, that was good.
It was a really good song.
But like we roasted each other doing that one because like whenever you tried to go to the higher notes, you would sing them fine, but it's just I would innately find it funny. Just because you were trying to sound like Lady Gaga.
Actually, I wouldn't even try. It just happens. Like.
Oh, it just happens. I just sound like Lady Gaga.
I'm just that good. I sound like Lady Gaga. I can't help it. No. Like, honestly, I wasn't trying to sound like that, but I feel like it just went with the song.
Yeah.
My voice just automatically went to that. I don't know why.
Yeah. Right.
It's like listening to a Beyonce song. Like, I'm not going to sing like Taylor Swift when I'm listening to a Beyonce song. I'm going to sing like Beyonce.
I mean, you can do that. We could probably get a lot more views. Like, we could just make a video of you singing.
Like Taylor Swift to a Beyonce song?
Yeah.
Or Taylor Swift singing to Nicki Minaj.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
I can't.
You basically just need to sound like Taylor Swift, but with like a far less, wide vocabulary.
Yeah.
And so, the Shallows, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was such a weird combination because I almost said his name again, Matt said, you pick 2 songs, and then it was Shallows, and then you wanted to pick Justin Bieber.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
It was like, it wasn't Sorry, was it? I think it was.
No, it wasn't.
What is it? My parade. What is that song? Everybody who's listening right now, Love Yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. And that one.
It was a really good song.
You were the leader on that one because, like,
you couldn't.
I could do the chords. I couldn't sing like with all the scoops and whatnot. Because you were singing one part and you were like, I'm just like, what is going on?
Because I really like that song. It's a good song. Like, I usually don't like Justin Bieber songs, but that's a good song.
You know what? And by the end, I was like, I can mess with this.
Yeah,
I can mess with
it. You
it.
kept denying, like, oh, this is such a bad song. I'm like, Max, you shut your snitchel mouth. Okay, I know that you like this song. Okay.
By the end, I kind of did. I liked our version just because it sounded a little less Justin Bieber-esque.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then I came back with a song that I thought I could do, and then I failed on it. But then you almost refused to do.
Oh. by?
It was by the Man in Black, Johnny Cash.
Oh, I
A
can't.
Boy Named Sue.
I don't know why. It's just something about him.
It's
like,
a goofy song. Well, you say he's like super racist.
Yeah, he is. He is.
But he sang the White Chariot song.
I know, but
the
like,
slavery song.
It's I don't know. It's hard to explain.
All right. So, but yeah, you. Oh my God, you also didn't like the Beatles. This is driving me nuts. I was like, come on.
I changed my mind about that.
Good.
I really like the Beatles. I have a full playlist of them now.
Nice. And there was one more song by the Eagles that we did that I want to talk about. It's a Christmas song. Everybody knows what it is that's listening right now. They already know what it is, but we're still struggling to think about it. It was, what a Christmas to have the blues.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. Wait, can I check?
Yeah, check, whatever.
Okay.
Because, like, otherwise it's just going to be killing
it's
us.
gonna be in my head, and I'm gonna, like, I can't think about anything else besides
That was good. It was hard chords. But I think it was, like, near Christmas. We were all kind of stressed out, and I just remember that being, like, the better song and the better highlight of that entire, like, school period, because that's really much, that's really all I cared about.
It was a pretty good song, though. I can't...
You type slow, man.
I'm not typing. I'm, like, looking for the song. I probably should just say Beatles Christmas song.
No, it was Eagles.
Oh, Eagles?
Yeah.
I thought you said Beatles.
No. Eagles Christmas song. It is called Please Come Home for Christmas. And I don't remember how that goes right now, but it was a good song. And now you picked that one.
I like that song. It was a good one.
Yeah.
I already remember how it
goes.
goes.
Shoot. We did 3 Eagles songs.
Did
we also did There's Gonna Be a Heartache
I don't
tonight.
like that song.
What?
I didn't like singing.
You
that.
didn't like
I
it?
Didn't like sing.
That was a blast to sing.
Playing on the guitar, but I did not like singing that song.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, you had nothing to complain about. I couldn't go high, I couldn't go low, I couldn't go middle without me self-cracking.
It was such a struggle. Oh yeah, you always had a voice crack. And
oh hell yeah. That's why I couldn't act like Bradley Cooper when playing Shallows, because otherwise, like, I would be Crackly Cooper.
We would make fun of the voices too. Like, we would just purposely
try
and do that.
Yeah,
like hardcore country.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, so there was that one, and then at the same time we did For a Rocker by Jackson Brown.
I didn't really like that song.
I know you didn't.
Yeah.
But it's such a
lot of the songs
it's such a bop for me, man. I think the worst, like, not because it's a bad song, but the worst, like, job we did on a song was definitely the Yellow Taxi one. Is that what the song's called?
Yeah.
Don't always seem to go.
Yeah.
And you don't know what you got.
It's too bad. I really like that song though.
Yeah.
But
is it called Yellow Taxi?
Yeah, it is. But we butchered that song.
Yeah, because, dude, like, well, basically, if we had sung in the same key as she did in the song, then it would have actually worked. But
we came up with that one last minute, though.
Yeah, but the chords were different, so we had to I had to sing, like, and my voice isn't super deep at all, and I can't go high. I'm pretty much just, what did our middle school choir teacher call it? 5-note something? 5-note Charlie? It's like somebody who can only go into the middle range.
I don't know what she called it.
Well, whatever. That was me. I couldn't go low.
Maybe
I couldn't go high.
Just you boys.
I guess. Yeah, because we were the one who was, like, getting blasted by puberty at that time.
All you had voice cracks.
It was so bad. Yeah. Oh my! You should hear our early grade 6 and 7 choir videos. They're absolutely hilarious.
I was there in grade 7.
It's like we're birds.
Like I said, I was there in grade 7, so, like, I saw that all in grade 7 because I joined right away.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think those are the standout songs. Can't really think of many more. Stand By Me, maybe. That was okay.
I can't think of any other ones.
Yeah, whatever. And then if we weren't playing Stairway to Heaven, that was odd. That was odd because it was
difficult.
It was so difficult.
Yeah, that was like something we really like pushed ourselves with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was by far the most advanced.
He wanted us to do 2 of their songs though.
Led Zeppelin? Oh, he wanted us to do Rain Song. How do I remember that?
But we didn't do that one.
No, because that song's 10 minutes. It's just, it's so weird.
He said we didn't have to do the whole, like, all of it, but he said at least, like, 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, we were like, sorry, bro. Oh my god, do you remember I tried to... do you remember when I tried to suggest The Weeknd?
Oh.
Yeah, and
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It's just I love that song that I Feel It Coming or whatever. But then you realize you had to perform it in front of like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, and like
you. Oh,
like
it's
you
so
know
good.
what that song is about.
Yeah,
and
right.
You know how
And
it
then
sounds when you sing it.
And then I brought it to him, and he was just like, he was just like,
Yeah, like no. Why would you?
I'm trying to remember some of the lyrics, but it's not explicit. It's just like bordering on suggestive and obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's blatantly saying. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, no. It's a good song though. Again, so if we weren't playing guitar, we were telling like creepy ass stories. That would not dude, like sometimes I wouldn't be able to sleep the next night just because of the amount we told. And we told this so seriously.
Because it was a serious thing.
Yeah.
It freaked me the heck out.
Yeah, you had a corner in your room where...
Oh my god, I moved bedrooms.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, because I could not handle that.
It was like the left corner of your room or something like that?
Okay, yeah, so it was like... So my bed would be against the wall near the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then the left side at the end of the bed is like a corner. And then that's where like... everything would usually happen.
Okay, why don't you talk a little bit about that, and then I'll tell my one creepy ass story that you haven't heard and is by far not the scariest, but the most it's the most evidence towards really seeing ghosts.
Is it actually we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the story about Riverview.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, alright. Take it away.
Okay.
I will sit back and drink my ice.
Here. Sponsoring ice now.
Mm-hmm.
No sponsor. No sponsor. Anyway,
No
so
sponsor.
yeah, so I had this. I had a few events, creepy things that happened to me, and like at first I wanted to like. I didn't want to believe that this was like real, but then as time went on, like more things kept happening. Anyway, so when I was little, I used to like live in a house in Surrey. Or I guess I shouldn't say like where I live, shouldn't I?
Yeah, well, whatever. You don't want to be
okay,
getting
well, I
doxxed.
lived in a house when I was little, and yeah, it was okay at first, but then I started to like notice some things, and like things would like move around without me knowing, or like I
Like
would
what?
hear
Like
things.
you would see like your book levitate?
No, I'd hear like my doll.
Oh, a doll. Oh, that's classic
Like, it's
horror
usually a
movie
doll.
crap.
Like,
Oh
it's
my
usually a doll,
god.
and I hate that. So,
Of course it's a doll.
I had like a bunch of dolls and stuffies in my room, a bunch.
Yeah.
When I was little, but there was this one doll, kind of looked like a Raggedy Ann doll.
You're just filling out all the squares here.
I know.
Like what is wrong with what? Are you serious?
But yeah, I had this like Raggedy Ann doll, and I would always like take her everywhere with me.
You were comforted by that doll?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because I
How old are you?
Kids didn't everyone have an imaginary friend?
I had one, but he was invisible.
Okay.
He was a dinosaur.
Oh, I love that.
And then the other one was a transformer. Anyway, never mind.
Okay,
Even as a kid, I was afraid of dolls, so I don't know how you could have handled that.
I used to love dolls, but then I went to a certain age where I just hated dolls. So I just wanted
Right, there you go.
them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when I was little, I think it was about like 4 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I had this imaginary friend. But from what my mom tells me and what I remember is that to me, I could see her, and she would always come with me, and like I would hold one end of my doll's hand and she would hold the other. Whoa. And my mom would be like, "Oh, where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going with." I think her name was like.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
I think her name was like Margaret. I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
So I would always go outside and like we'd play outside, but we had a pond outside with a bunch of like frogs and fishes in there.
Yeah.
So we'd go out there and like run around and stuff, and my mom would always see me with this doll in my hand and like always holding one end of it, and she'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm playing with Margaret and all this stuff." And then one night I was like going to bed and stuff, and then I wake up. And, like, it's so weird because I'm, like, 4 or 3. I think I wouldn't remember this.
Yeah.
But, so I wake up, because I feel like breathing on my neck. And I see like this figure on like my wall. It's like a shadow kind of. It's like really weird. But I saw this figure on my wall, and then I see my doll at the end of my bed.
So you weren't going through sleep paralysis, right?
No,
because sleep paralysis
I could get up.
Causes hallucination. Oh my god, of course.
Like sleep paralysis, you can't move.
You can't move at all, and you highly hallucinate. I have an entire podcast about that, so whatever. Yeah.
But no, I could get up. Like I got up and I saw on my wall there was like a shadow, and then it like ran away.
Gross.
It's like really weird. I'm surprised I remember this too.
Well, of course, it's traumatizing, but like, what kind of shadow was it? Did it look like an alien, a Grim
like
Reaper?
A little girl.
A little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, a little girl. That's worse than an alien or a Grim Reaper, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
Ugh.
So I saw my doll at the end of my bed, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So then I ran out to my room. I ran to my mom's room and stuff. My mom's like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, it's nothing. Like usual. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much like the movies. Like my life was like a movie. Like
yeah, right. There are, yeah.
But yeah, so then I went to my mom's room, and she's like, oh, don't worry about it. She put me back to bed and sang me a lullaby to make me fall asleep. And then I went back to bed, and then I woke up again. Like, I think it was like an hour later from what she told me.
Yeah. I think a lullaby would have freaked me out even more. I've never had a lullaby sang to me, by the way.
My mom sang me lullabies when I was little to make me fall asleep. Or I'd have like this swan, which reminds me, that's another story about this whole thing. I had a swan. I don't know what you call them. It's like plays a song.
Oh, like a music box.
Yeah, like a music box. But it's like glass, and it has like swans in the middle, and it's like filled with water and stuff.
Okay. Oh no! I can already see where this is. Of course. Oh my god.
So she would play that, and then she would sing me a song and stuff, and go to bed, and I would just fall asleep to that sound. I still have it. It's pretty stupid of me.
Oh my god.
I need to stop getting off pace. Okay, so sang me a lullaby. I fell asleep to the swan song. I woke up later, and then I wake up to my doll, and it's like on my stomach.
Where was the doll originally?
At the end of my bed.
Oh, so this is still the same night?
Yeah, well at first it was like, it wasn't even on my bed. It was like where all my other dolls were.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Then it was on my bed. Then my mom put me back to sleep. I woke up, it's on my stomach.
Yeah.
I see the shadow again, and it runs off. So I get up, and I see where it went. And it just went like through the wall.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a shadow. It's going to go against the wall. It's going to go out the other way.
Yeah.
And then just left, and I'm like, okay. So then I went back to sleep and stuff. And then I got really scared. I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, okay, why don't you sleep with me this night? And then I did. And then but I woke up, and I heard a pan fall in the kitchen.
While you were sleeping with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I went to go see what it was. So
you actually explored?
Yes, because
nice.
I'm.
You're like me. I still do that. I'm an idiot. I'm a horror movie idiot. I'm gonna get killed first, but I can't not go see what it is. Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like, I'm not like that at all. Remember there's a point in time when I was like 12 where I carried a baseball bat like right near my bed. Nice.
But I don't know what it is. I can't not go and explore what the sound is. It makes me more scared. But anyway.
Well, I was really curious when I was little, as all little kids are, to be honest. I went to the kitchen and saw that my doll was on the counter, and it was. I picked up the doll, and then it felt like something was pulling at the other end. And
you saw the doll on the counter. You didn't immediately hyperventilate.
No.
Oh my gosh, you must have been young, man.
And then my mom woke up. I didn't know she had waken up, but then she's like, "Oh yeah." Then you called for Margaret.
Oh no.
You called for your friend's name, and there was no one there, and it's just weird. And then after that night, apparently nothing else happened in that house, and then we moved. I moved a few times, and there was always like something weird. But the house that I'm in now is like the weirdest it's ever been.
Jesus, man.
Because remember the time I told you, like, oh, I woke up
and you saw your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one chilled me, man. I kept imagining that. But let me just unpack really quickly this whole Raggedy Annie doll story.
I got rid of her.
Oh, you did get rid of her.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody who thinks it's bullcrap or whatever, that's like people, of course. It's a scary story, right? You can believe it or not, and I don't know whether to think that it was you, like either like sleepwalking or like just you were tired or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's just the part that gets me is the part where you saw the doll in the kitchen. It's not necessarily a stretch, but it's just, well, I guess it is. I guess it kind of is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I think also music boxes. Okay, oh, you didn't get to that yet, did you?
No.
Oh, okay, you didn't even get to that. Never
This
mind.
goes to my house right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was gonna say something. I was gonna say it wasn't about the music box. It was about something else.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Made you forget. Boom.
So, anyways, with the music box. So, yeah, I have this music box, and I was, like I said, I had this really weird corner in the left corner of my room.
Yeah.
And it's usually where things would happen. I'd hear like taps up above. I had an attic right above me.
Oh, same here. Yeah.
Only room.
Nice.
I'm the only room that has that though.
Mm-hmm.
In this house, so I have the attic right above my room, and so
The addict? Did you just say?
attic. Oh, I did say attic.
You said addict.
Yeah.
Yo, you just got a cocaine addict.
Yeah, it's above my room.
Just taped onto your ceiling.
How you doing there, Solée?
Yeah,
Rise
exactly.
the sound, Jimmy.
Okay.
Okay, that's too far. Okay.
Cringe level to the max.
Anyway, so yeah, I had the attic above my room, and usually I would hear like really weird things, like maybe like what it sounded like to be a ball, like
A
bouncing.
ball. There's a little girl playing with the ball again.
I didn't know if it was a little girl until I heard a sound.
Of course, I called it. Boom.
But yeah, I hear like footsteps or like something above my room, and like I don't know.
Nice.
At first, I'm like, when I first moved there, I'm like, oh, it's probably just like an animal, which is still kind of scary because you don't want a wild animal. In your house.
Animal in your roof.
Like a squirrel or something like that, like a squirrel or raccoon.
Yeah.
You know?
Or a raccoon. If there was a raccoon above me in my ceiling, I'd be up there with a broom. But anyway.
It would attack you, Max. It would beat you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Raccoons hate me for some reason. They're never nice. They're never nice to me at all. And I don't even get violent at first. But I think it's they know that my dad always chases them with a barbecue brush. So when they see me...
Barbecue brush.
Yeah. He literally goes and hisses at them. He's like... with a barbecue brush. I usually just throw rocks, but anyway.
I love how chunky they are.
Some of them can be real. Some of them are fat boys.
I
Some
love
of them.
I love a thick boy.
A thick boy raccoon.
Yeah.
Yo, that should be the episode of the podcast.
Thick boy raccoon.
Episode 9, thick boy raccoon. That'll get the views. Anyway, continue.
So, yeah. So the left corner of my room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where my swan box was.
Back to the swan box.
Yeah.
Great.
So one night I woke up. This was before the whole sister thing.
Yeah.
One night I woke up and I heard my swan box. It's a very like distinctive sound too.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. I bet it's like that song is ingrained into your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I was gonna talk about before. Anyways, I'll get back to that. So the swan box. So yeah, I heard the swan box, and then I woke up and it wasn't on, and it was really weird. So I went back to sleep. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just like hearing things. Maybe I'm just imagining something.
Yeah.
And this was also before I wanted to believe that there was like anything there, like anything was.
Well, of course, you're living there.
Yeah, I never wanted to like believe in that stuff because you don't want to scare yourself.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, too late anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard that. I woke up and I'm like, oh, it's just my head. I went back to sleep. I woke up again, and then it was actually on. And so I went there. I turned it off, and then I just went back to sleep. But it was really weird, like how I heard that. I just didn't understand. And
it's like right smack dab in the corner of that
yeah.
area. Oh my gosh.
But then things kept happening there, like, yeah, like I told you, I would hear like a little girl, like something like that. Well, I just hit myself.
Don't hit yourself with the mic stand, you klutz.
I'm a huge klutz. So, yeah, with the night of my sister.
Oh, great. Yeah, here we go.
I woke up. I think I was getting a midnight snack. I think that's what I said.
I've never gotten a midnight snack.
I always do that.
I've hid like a straight up sandwich under my pillow one time. Like I had I had Subway and I just put it under my pillow when I was like 8. No,
disgusting.
it was in the wrapper. It was in the
gross.
It was in the wrapper, and then like at 3:00 in the morning, I was just like sandwich time.
Ew.
I got inspired by like a SpongeBob cartoon. Patrick did that, and I was just like, yo.
That's gross.
That is
you
called.
You don't sleep with
awesome.
your Subway sandwich.
Well,
was
too
it
late.
Smushed too?
Probably, yeah. Because like I got a big ass head. I got a heavy head. It was like, and it was the worst kind. It was like a pizza sub melt, dude.
Oh, did the pizza sauce get under your pillow?
No. I packed it tight pretty. In fact, I taped it.
You taped it?
Yeah.
So much disappointment.
I'm probably gonna do that again today. That was such a nice surprise.
Now you're making me like I want Subway now.
Yeah, right. I woke up at 3:00 and I knew immediately. I was just like, I'm gonna dive into that sandwich.
Damn you, Max! I want Subway now.
We can go get it after if you want, if we got enough time. But anyway, so.
Okay. So, yeah, I went downstairs to get a midnight snack, and I was like half awake, and I saw my sister. It was a pretty clear like vision of my sister from her backside.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If you say that her hair is over her face, I'm gonna call BS.
And then I opened the cupboard. I was looking at the cupboard, and then I went close because I couldn't. I was like half awake, so I could barely see. I wanted to see what was there, and then I closed the cupboard, turn around, and she's there, but her eyes are like white.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then she didn't respond. And then I turned around again.
Why would you turn around?
To the glass cupboard thing I had that I told you about.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is all coming back to me. I remember.
And I saw like a little girl
beside her or something like that.
Yeah, kind of. But then I turned around and Poppy's not there.
All right. So what time is this? This is like exactly at the witching hour of midnight.
I don't know what time this was. I know it was in the middle of the night. I don't know what time it was.
You remember what you're gonna eat?
Yeah, I just remember I was gonna eat. So yeah, but I did that, and then I kind of like dropped. I think I had crackers in my hand. I dropped the crackers in my hand because I was like freaked out.
Oh yeah.
Who wouldn't be? And then that kind of woke me up, and then I just put some water in my face, and I'm like, okay, maybe this.
You react to this stuff a lot better than I do. I would have straight up just let out a straight up banshee scream and just stayed there. I would have just stayed there and just not moved. That's all I would have done after I yelled.
Like I told you, like I didn't like to believe that this stuff was real. I didn't want to scare myself. And I didn't want to like, maybe this is just all in my head. But did
you feel half asleep?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, okay. At least
the thing. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just like really, really tired, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just went back to bed. I fell asleep and I had my snack. But then there was one time when I was home alone.
Yeah.
And it was in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you about this, how I saw a picture fall off my wall.
I do not remember this one, but probably because that one with your sister freaked me out.
Probably.
So I was just like, whatever. To the other ones, I wasn't even paying attention.
So this picture falls off my wall. I'm just, listening to music, and I'm just doing my homework.
Yeah.
And this picture falls off my wall, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's probably just like the neighbors and probably banged the wall, so it's just fell off. But then
she was banging the wall.
No, the neighbor probably like, I don't know, maybe they hit the wall or something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you live in a townhouse.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I live beside other houses.
You live. Oh, that's right.
I tried to like ignore the fact that maybe there is like other things. I live beside people.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I didn't want to believe that these things were real, but then
I was like, is
No
your
one
neighbor
was
just
home.
outside with like a freaking racket just going?
The thing about it is later on I realized that no one was home in my neighbor's house.
Nice.
But anyway, so this picture falls off the wall, and then I'm like, whatever. I just put it back up. Then as I'm putting another picture up, one tilts to like the left.
Like all the way to the left?
Well, it's like sideways now, and I'm like, how is that even like possible? 'Cause
This is that's the Conjuring. This happened in the Conjuring with the crosses.
No, with the crosses.
Oh, they turned upside down. You klutz!
I don't mean.
You're breaking my mic stand. It's already broken.
Is it broken? Can you still hear me?
Oh, I can hear you better now.
Oh, okay, there we go. I fixed it.
Whatever. Shut up.
Better than you. Okay. So yeah, then this picture like tilts, and I feel like no one's gonna believe me when I say this, but like, as that picture tilts, I see that there's another picture up above that tilts. Then my swan box turns on.
That freaking
This is the
swan
most
box.
I've ever like really like seen something as
Yeah.
I'm awake, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I tried to like really not believe that this was. I tried to be like, you know what? Maybe it's something, but how the heck is that like? How does that happen?
Maybe it's a draft. The window's open.
Yeah, the window
Just blowing the pictures.
But the window's like to the left, so it would have to blow the picture to the right if that were possible. But it's not strong enough to do that. So there's no way. And I freaked out. I couldn't go in my room for the rest of the day. I didn't even sleep there. I slept in the living room, and my mom asked me, she's like, why are you sleeping in the living room? I didn't tell her because no one's going to believe me.
Right, yeah.
Everyone's going to think I'm crazy. Even now, like I'm saying this, but like everyone's going to think I'm crazy. I haven't told anyone this. Like,
This is not the first time you're telling me, but this is the second time you're telling me, and now you're telling 55 people.
Yeah.
55 of the people, however many views this gets.
Yeah, however many people see this. But yeah, like that happened to me, and it was like really scary. And as that was happening, as the music box turns on, I hear footsteps up above. I just ran into my room.
You lost
I'm done. I'm done. Like I'm not going in that room. And then I moved to the basement, and now everything's fine. I don't, experience anything.
Yeah.
And life is great.
Let's not jinx it, but like you have that swan box still?
Yes, I do.
Bruh.
It doesn't turn on. It's still beside my bed. So there was something else I was gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Sleepwalking.
Nice. This is already gonna. I can tell this is already gonna, just top everything else, isn't it?
Sleepwalking. So, when I was little, my dad used to tell me that I sleptwalked and slept talked, and my eyes would be open, but they're white.
Yeah. No pupils.
Yeah.
You said something demonic, didn't you?
He said that I can carry out a full conversation, and I had no.
Damn.
Like I know I'm not the only person because I actually know people who have done this. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like something that a lot of people do.
Well, yeah, and plus, I think if your father had a conversation with you, it's better than waking you, because you're never supposed to wake the sleeper.
Yeah.
Give you a heart attack.
But apparently there was this one time when I like woke up and no, I didn't wake up. I was asleep. I was sleepwalking and my eyes were open and I was just walking, and I guess I walked. My dad was up. He was watching TV. I grabbed the car keys, and when I was little, and then I went to the car.
Yeah.
I unlocked it, and I just slept in there.
Oh my god! Yeah, I was gonna say, if you started ripping down to like Wendy's while sleep driving.
Just a 5-year-old ripping down to Wendy's.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, that happened, and then there was another night when I walked to the living room, and I just stood in front of my dad, I guess. And he's like, it was so creepy. Like I didn't know what to do. I just looked at you, and then you kept mumbling something, and I'm like, this actually happened? Like, are you just messing with me? Like,
yeah.
Are you seriously just messing with me? Because he's messed with me before. He's told me some like crazy stories where like, he's like, oh yeah, you were like, trying to sneak out the window. Well, I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're lying. And he's like, yeah, I'm lying. Okay. So this one night I went in front of him. I was asleep, and I guess I was mumbling something. He's like, it's like you were like possessed.
Yeah, right. That's the first thing I would think, because
Yeah.
I'm just that. Yeah.
He's like, but I just picked you up, and then you like hit me, and I'm like, what?
Like in the face.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because he's gonna pick me up and put me to bed.
Yeah.
I guess I hit him. But I was still asleep.
Oh,
so I don't even remember this.
You don't remember it at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's so weird because the things he tells me while I'm asleep, it's like, I don't even remember doing these things.
You see, yeah, because when I sleepwalk, I remember it, but anyway, maybe it's not even sleepwalking, but...
But he put me to bed, and apparently I was still mumbling, like, something that was in... I don't even know. He's like, it was in another language.
What?
Yeah.
No! Dude, that's exactly what I was just about to say! Oh my god, my heart's beating, dude. Like, no, seriously, that's exactly what I was about to say. You're probably saying something like...
Yeah.
That's the Dark Knight Rises quote, if you guys caught that.
It was really weird that I never understood that. But, I think last week, or a few weeks ago, I was telling someone who I was talking to, I'm like, yeah, I think I blacked out or something because I was in the kitchen and then I woke up in my room and I don't understand, like, how I got there. And it happened twice in a row, so I don't understand, like, how that happened.
When was this?
It was, like, a few weeks ago. I woke up and I know I'm tired, but, like, I didn't think I was that tired where I would just black out.
Yeah, I don't think, what's the place you work at?
Ninja?
You work at Ninja?
Yeah.
I thought you worked at the place,
Ardennes?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you're done with that, alright.
I quit there a while ago.
I still thought you worked at Chachi's until, like, a couple days ago.
That's a long
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so go on.
So, yeah, I kept having these... Twice I had these...
Blackout episodes. Yeah.
Blackout. And I already have, like, I know I have fainting episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just happens to me, but I've never experienced something where I black out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I, like, end up in a different... Whoa, I almost burped there. And I end up in a different place.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that. Because usually if I sleepwalk, I'll still go back to where I was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you usually just go back to bed. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just weird how that happened. And then I kind of got worried because I'm like, oh, are these things, like, starting again? Is it going to get worse? Like,
yeah.
Nothing's happened so far, but, like, it's just weird. Like, I don't like...
Right, but was anybody around you in this house? Oh, okay. I thought you were, like, with your mom or something.
No one was around me. I was home alone.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So it was pretty scary, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I was texting my friend. I'm like, I don't know, like, what's going on. Like, this is kind of scary. I don't like the fact that I'm lacking out.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Imagine you're on the stairs and... Okay, whatever.
Because, like, what if I was, like, going to the SkyTrain station and then I end up, like...
Back in your bed?
And at Riverview, like...
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I just black out and I end up in Riverview, like...
Jesus, which could be a segue into a story. Yeah, so is that all the stories you want to tell? Yeah. And I can safely say, the one that freaks me out the most, besides one where you saw your sister... is probably that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because you know what? It's like, I guess it is sleepwalking, but it's almost just like freaking a spirit. It's just like Imagine somebody caught you levitating.
Oh, that would have been a story.
Yeah.
No one would have believed me.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna take a short break here. I'm gonna insert my fake sponsor in post, so enjoy that and we will be back. Have you ever looked at your living room and thought, it's kind of empty in here? Have you ever wanted to buy a piece of furniture that didn't look like it came from the discount section at the Brick? Well, get on over to Vancouver Reclaimed. Custom wood furniture made from only the most beautiful reclaimed wood. From a coat rack, to custom signage, to a kitchen makeover. There is no better place to get handcrafted wood furniture made with the best reclaimed materials. So get on over to www.vancouverreclaimed.com. That's www.vancouverreclaimed.com. Link will be in the description. And we are back. So, yeah. Alright, so you mentioned Riverview, and that was a perfect segue into my story. So I've had a couple paranormal stories that I don't even think are really paranormal. They're just freaky. And I've told you one of them The one where I was at my grandpa's old house and like I saw my brother. So you saw your sister. I saw. What is wrong with our siblings? They dude. We should stay away, man. Like, in fact, yeah. Anyway,
I should be an only child.
Yeah, we should make the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Boom. Anyway,
Maybe
so
we'll stop if we make a sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we should stop.
I got candles downstairs.
People think we're killers.
Maybe we are. Maybe we're Bonnie and Clyde. Anyway,
That'd be pretty cool.
So that'd be pretty cool. In a group of people, if we ever start talking about freaky stuff, this is the story that I always bring up because it is like my ultimate story. It's the story that has the most evidence in terms of like maybe I saw a ghost. So I was working at Riverview, and I was far away from the movie set, which is okay because like there's not a lot when you're on the set. There's so much noise, but when you're away from set, it's pretty quiet. So I'm in a hallway with a flickering light, of course, in the basement of East Lawn. East Lawn is the big movie place along with Crease Clinic.
Right.
And I'm in a tiny hallway with a flickering light, and down the hallway there is a room with a bed in it. And I kept looking at that room because I'm like, I don't like it. It's freaking me out. So, and there are 4 grips. Grips are the people who do who help set up lights and set pieces and whatnot. And they're on their phones just sitting next to me. So I felt a little safer because I have 4 burly dudes over here, just whatever. And I'm watching a door so basically my job is to watch a door, make sure patients don't go through the door in front of me. I'm just like, okay, fine. That's I do that all the time. And but that room with the bed, I didn't like it. It was to my right, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go check it out really quickly, just so I can put my mind at ease. I went in there, and there is no windows or doors. Keep that in mind. The only door was the door leading into the hallway. So anything that was in that bedroom or the room with the bed had to come past me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can't go into that room unless you go through the main, that one door frame. There wasn't even a door in that room. But anyway, I'm sitting there. I probably sat there for a good 6-7 hours. That's how whack these shifts can get.
Yeah.
And I'm already looking back and forth at that freaking room. But then the catering guy comes up to me, and he's just like, bro, 40 years ago, I was sitting where you're sitting, and you see that room down there? I'm like, yeah, I've been staring at it all night. And he's like, well, when I was there, I saw a shadow man. I'm like, a what now? And he's like, a shadow man, the tall man. I'm like, oh, great. And he was just like, so, if you see anything, give a holler at me, bro. Okay? I'm just like, all right, man, thanks. Now I'm even more freaked out. So he walks away, and the grips are like, what a nut. I'm just like, yeah, right. I'm sweating. And so 2 hours from that point goes by, and I'm kind of falling asleep, so I'm not even paying attention to the room anymore. Mm-hmm. And I just looked to the right because I did, not even thinking about it. And I saw it looked like a man with a black raincoat, like a windbreaker.
Of course it is.
And black pants. Mm-hmm. And the lighting's really weird because I didn't see him clearly. I just saw what looked like a dude in a rain jacket. It was a little clearer than a figure. It was. Oh. It had more form and mass than a.
But you couldn't see the face.
No, it was just a dude looking this way. And there was also, I didn't see skin, a skin color. I was more paying attention to his body. I don't know why. I was just
yeah.
So I freeze, and then I get up and I look at the grips, and they're all looking my way where I was looking. And I was just like, I'm not crazy, right? They're like, nope, we saw that. I'm like, oh my god. They all saw it. They all saw that, whatever that was. So so they go into the room, and I'm running to the catering guy. I'm just like, there's something in there. And he's like, what's in there? I'm like, we just saw someone walk past. So he breaks out his phone and starts running. He's like, oh yeah, let's go. I'm just like, what? So they all start running down the hallway, and they're all like, they all look bewildered. They're like, there's no doors. I'm like, I know. No, we're like, I look up to check if there's something you can go through the ceiling with.
Yeah. Like
And
a vent or something?
like a vent or something. There's nothing. And this, it was like it's like a cell. And the catering guy has his phone and he's just like, where is it? Where is it? And we're just like, it's nowhere. Like, we don't know what that was. So I'd say the only thing that gets me is that I was falling asleep. I was tired, but then again, everybody else saw it.
Yeah.
So if they hadn't seen it, I would have just blamed it on my brain.
You're tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there for 7 hours doing jack.
Yeah.
But the fact that they saw it, it's just, that's the part that I can't ever get over. And I've been in that building so many times since we've been working there, and I haven't been scared because we didn't go down to the basement. We stayed up top, and so I was just like, I'm all good. But still, I got no explanation. I don't know if I want an explanation. I kind of just want to leave that one to.
Yeah.
That's my best story, pretty much, just because it's the most proof.
Yeah.
Of some freaky shat that I've seen.
That's so weird.
Yup. That's it. And I think because it's weird because East Lawn is the nicest building. It's the most conserved. It's the most.
But they don't touch those rooms, do they? Like, are they still like left the way it is? Because you said there's a bed in there.
No, East Lawn's been completely overhauled. We just build sets in there.
Okay.
Which is weird because people don't even use. Or the show that I was on didn't even use the hospital for a hospital setting. They just used it to build a computer room set or something.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was weird because if I was in Crease Clinic, which is like a freaky ass building, it's like by far the creepiest, and West Lawn you can't even go in, so it doesn't matter. But the fact that I was in like the nicest building and I saw that, it messes with me. It messes with me. And it's weird because I went home that night. I think the shift ended at 3 a.m. and my family was in the States. So I didn't sleep, bro.
Wow.
I didn't even go in my house for a while. I just kind of walked around my lawn on my phone. I'm just like, I'm not going in there, bro. Nope. So when I finally did, I got cold and I got hungry. I was just like, I'll go in there. I didn't sleep. I sat at the kitchen table, watched YouTube.
Yeah.
For like ever, it seemed. And then I drove to the States the next day, zoning out
So
every 10 minutes. No, I didn't sleep.
That's horrible.
At all, no. Anyway.
Yeah.
I won't say I'm going to bury that story because I'm going to keep telling that story.
Yeah, don't.
Because, and it's not even like that's the most scared I've ever been. It wasn't, just because there was people around me. I wasn't as scared as when I saw my brother weird and like. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's my story.
At least yours are short.
At least if you have more detail, it sounds more believable. Because if you're just like, and I saw the Grudge, and then a demon freaking tapped me on the back. Like, you want to have the details. You want to have the, and then I started breathing really heavy and whatnot, because it makes it more believable. Not that we're making up these stories.
Felt a hand go on my back. Finger.
Exactly.
You give me the shivers.
Like, just.
Like a hand just slowly getting on your back.
Okay, I have nothing behind me over here, pretty much, so stop saying that.
Besides your reflection. But.
Get out of here, alright? Oh, I looked over here at the glass door and I saw myself move and I was like, ugh. So anyway, I don't really handle these kind of stories well. Like, I remember my friend the other day told me like a really, really bad story. And I didn't sleep there either. I couldn't have because I had like energy drinks in me, but just move it up. No, the mic. You need to speak into the mic.
I'm trying to. I'm not.
There you go. Hold it there. Boom. That is perfect. Okay. So, sticking with the theme of like weird stuff.
No, thick raccoons.
Oh yeah, let's go back to that. There should be an Instagram page. We should start the hashtag thick raccoons.
Thick raccoons. We should just try
Thick
to
boy
find,
raccoons.
We should try to find like thick boy raccoons and just.
Exactly. Yo. Tonight, meet me at the park. We're going on a hunt.
I would, but I have school tomorrow.
Loser.
Ah.
School.
Excuse me.
School is so beneath me. Actually, I'm probably going to have to go back to school at some point.
Yeah.
If I want to get like if I want to do camera or something like that. School.
You should have went to school for that.
No, but I'm dipping my toe in
Yeah,
in the
I get it.
departments and whatnot.
Why do you still? I'm like wondering why you still have your tree up.
Oh.
Like I know that's completely off topic, but it's been bothering me. It's
My
been
Christmas
bothering
tree usually stays up till March.
That.
That does
I
does that give you OCD?
Yeah, like I think that's crazy. I think that you're a psychopath.
And I still have the angel. Still got the angel on top of the tree. I'm too lazy, man. You want to help me?
No, I don't want to. It's not my tree.
We'll bring it into it goes into the shed into a huge box. I don't want to do it, man. It takes so long.
I took mine down the day after Christmas.
Cause you're not fun.
What? What?
But you're supposed to have people over on Boxing Day, and it's nice to still have the tree.
I don't have anyone over on
Maybe
Boxing
I'm just
Day.
in my grandma's mindset. I don't know.
You're gonna be like your grandma when you grow up.
No. If there's anybody that I'm gonna, which grandma would I most likely be like?
Why do you compare yourself to a grandma? Why not a grandpa?
Because
you're a woman.
Well, there you go. There's the new title of the podcast. I'm a woman. No, I'm not anything like my grandpa's. Well, one is passed, and then the other one is a complete goof. Yeah. Anyway, I'm more like my. What am I saying? I don't know.
You're more like a woman.
Shut up. Speaking of weird stuff, this is I saved this one specifically for you because I don't know. I think, bro.
I didn't even touch it. It's the ghost.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Max.
Dude, there's ghosts touching the mic stand.
Max, stop.
Did you see that?
Max, I'll hit you.
Oh my. Somebody's turning that. Oh, wait, maybe. Hold on, let me tighten the mic stand.
Are you kidding me? You could have done that this entire time?
I think it's still gonna move, but
It just
anyway.
drops.
It just flies against the wall. Dude, we're just freaking ourselves out again.
I'm not freaking myself out.
Well, I'm freaking myself
I
out.
see something behind you.
Yeah, you're peeing your pants right now.
Yeah, I am peeing my pants.
So I saved this topic specifically for you because you're one of like the two people that I can really get into like those kinds of discussions with.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no one really cares. Everyone is just
Conspiracy theories?
everyone's so mainstream.
No, I like conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories. That's all I watch.
I can get easily addicted to them. Like I can go on a rabbit hole, but I try to not do that. Right now, what's the YouTube hole you're falling down right now? Me right now, I'm just watching a bunch of MMA fights. What are you doing?
I watch a lot of vlogs, like David Dobrik. I love David Dobrik.
You do?
He's so funny. He's literally so funny. I've been watching him since he started. I'm such a huge Vlog Squad fan.
How many subscribers does he have? Something ridiculous, I know, but like.
I think it's like he passed 10.
Mm-hmm.
10 mil.
Whew. Wow. I'm almost there.
Oh yeah, sure.
Only let's see what let's do the calculation.
If you're like Jake Paul and you get like 500,000 subscribers in like, what was it?
I'm not singing the song. Okay, fine, I gotta do it. 5 mil on YouTube in 6 months. Never done before. Okay, I just quoted
Was it
Jake
5
Paul song.
mil? I thought it was 500,000 in like a month. No, it was 5 mil. It was.
No, I'm only 9. What is this number? Yeah, 9,999,945 off. Pff, I'll get that by tomorrow.
Oh yeah, okay.
Boom. So the conspiracy theory that is on my mind, it has to do with doppelgangers, and doppelgangers can be. We can get into like horror stories about doppelgangers, but I want to focus on something that's a little more intriguing, and that is the fact that you might have 7 to 8 doppelgangers around the world, and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, like, you could have one chilling in Saudi Arabia.
You could have one just down the street.
Yeah, down this. Well, I know. I know everybody down on this street. So like, I know if I see myself walking up the street, I'm just gonna take this knife.
There can only be one.
There can only be one on this street, at least. Anyway.
That's what twins say.
That's it. I don't know what it's like to have a twin, but
I've always wanted to have a twin.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Huh. my brother and I, we already get called each other's names. So
yeah,
like,
me and Poppy have that too.
yeah, but like we don't even look like each other.
I know, that's the thing. Like, I don't even look like my sister, but
Wait, are you saying that you don't think me and my brother look the same? Please be one of the good ones. Be one of the.
okay, at first.
All right, we're done. We're done.
Well, at first I genuinely did think, I'm like, oh wow, you can really see like the resemblance. He's just a younger version of you.
That gets my blood boiling a
That's
little
the
bit.
truth.
That's the truth now, is it?
Yeah.
You
he
and
acts like you too.
you and oh god, there you go. Now you crossed the line.
I did a play with him. I would know.
This is how he acts. How's it going? Subscribe to Ethan Wingrove. Like no, don't give me that.
You
all right.
Act like that sometimes.
I do not.
No, I'm kidding.
Subscribe to the graphic loop.
You used to.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't even talk to you. When was this?
It was in grade 12, like later.
Oh my, are you serious?
Yeah.
What? I've always been the more like. Okay, I'll say this. Well, no. I've always been like. I'll say this. I've been the more nerdy out of the two of us.
Your brother is still a nerd.
Yeah, but like he doesn't act as much as like he doesn't act like one as much as I do.
In acting, he sure heck did. Heckerdoodle.
Hecker what?
Heckerdoodle.
Did you just say heckerdoodle?
Heckerdoodle.
What? I didn't even hear you say that.
Heckerdoodle.
What does that mean? It's just a word you made up?
It's a word I made up.
There you go, another episode title. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, anyway. No, we do not act the same.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
No.
Let's go back on doppelgangers. Yes.
Anyway. Do you know how you make a doppelganger, by the way?
What do you mean how you make a doppelganger?
I'm just asking. Do you know how you make one?
The same way you make yourself.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you make yourself?
You can't make yourself. Your parents make you.
No, I know, but like you can make a doppelganger right now if you wanted to.
Okay, what if you have doppelgangers because your parents have doppelgangers and they met each other and then it's a never ending like
cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
because
your family tree is just all the same. But that would make no sense though. So you're like the first one to break the doppelganger cycle? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, like cuz you're not the same as your mom.
No, like your mom has a doppelganger.
Yeah.
And okay, so say my mom she does. My mom has a doppelganger, right?
She does?
Everyone does.
Right. Okay, that's what we're saying.
That's the theory.
That's the theory.
And then my biological father has a doppelganger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, say those two doppelgangers have a child. The child would look like me.
Okay. It's breaking my brain.
Then there'll be another one. But say those two doppelgangers had other two doppelgangers and they met each other and they had another child. There's another doppelganger. And so on and so forth and so on and so forth.
Yeah, this is the same as that phrase from Friends that I still don't understand. They don't know that we know they know. Oh. I can't pick that one apart, and I'm not picking that apart, but
what they don't know that we know that they know that we know.
Yeah, exactly. All that is just, it's the same to me. But the way you can make a doppelganger without intercourse is like you speak into a mirror. And you like you stress out, like basically you project negative energy into your reflection, and then that reflection like comes alive and like just walks around. I don't know. I heard a story about it once.
That's not.
I was at Riverview and I wasn't scared enough because I was in a boring building, so I just listened to that story and it freaked me out.
So you get yourself scared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wanted to be a little bit more freaked out, and then I went over the top because I listened to a 4-hour podcast about it.
That's not how you make a doppelganger.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
If you like say the story was like a dancer. Oh, do I have low battery? No, a dancer. She had so much self-hate and self-pity, and so she just spoke into a mirror like, "Why do you hate me?" and stuff like that. So
projecting all her negativity in a mirror.
Into the mirror, and then so the reflection like came alive and just was like a vegetable, and just started walking around her house, and her parents were like looking at her.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's apparently it was a true story, so I don't know.
I don't know.
That's all. That's my
just
basis.
Like saying that's like, people who are gonna like who do listen to this, like, oh, what their paranormal thing. That's like a true story. It's the same.
Of course. But I'm just saying that's the only basis I have, and I feel like because I've done that. I've like, looked at myself while I'm shaving, and I've like started to talk to myself, Cause people, and then I've been like, oh crap, I might create a doppelganger.
That's not how it works. It's not how it works.
No, I don't really.
Doppelgangers are real people. They don't just come from a mirror, okay?
Okay. All right. I see where you're coming from. Okay. All right.
Actual people.
So I guess the thing that I'm talking about is, well, it can be a doppelganger, but just in a different sense.
It's more of a clone.
Sure.
It's more of a clone than a doppelganger.
Yeah.
A doppelganger is an actual
Yeah, you're right.
person.
A doppelganger is someone who's like
just the way that you have as well.
Yes. Okay.
They're actually human
You're
beings.
a genius.
They're not clones.
Okay. Yeah, you can create clones from a mirror. Boom. Try it. Try it tonight, people. Don't try it.
You can take a piece of your DNA and create.
And just put it, in the cloning machine that I have downstairs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a time machine in my basement.
You do? Dude, I gotta try that out. I want to go back to when I was in grade 7 and shoot myself.
Max.
Because grade 7 I did so much stupid things with girls. It was so bad.
Well, yeah.
Like, I was so...
You still do stupid things.
But do you remember the thing that I told you about where I was like, I went up and asked her like the worst question? I thought I was so smooth. I just took everything from sitcoms. Oh God.
I feel like we all do stupid things when it comes to.
Oh yeah. I can relate. And so yeah, you're right. Doppelgangers are people just like you, but they don't know about each other. Clones is the other thing I was talking about.
Some doppelgangers like actually try and like look for their other doppelgangers. You know that, right?
Sure, yeah. Like I could be the one looking for my 7 other selves.
Yeah, but doesn't mean you're always gonna find them.
No.
It's actually pretty hard to find them.
Yeah.
You don't know who they are.
How would you react if you saw your doppelganger?
Like, wow, I'd want to be your friend.
What?
I want to be their friend.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be like, let's say we're twins and like.
Oh no, I think that would be. Do they think it? Do they think the same way? No. Okay.
They all, it's like twins. Twins aren't gonna have the same mindset. They have their own minds,
Yeah.
What if twins are their own doppelganger?
What if twins are their own doppelgangers? I don't know. I mean, identical twins. Because fraternal twins is just...
There's going to be 14 of them.
Okay, stop breaking my brain. I don't even know what you're saying anymore. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be friends with someone who looked exactly... I would never be able to get over it.
It's like being related to someone who looks exactly like you.
Yeah, if the dude was exactly like me.
Like you and your brother.
Okay, you know what?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to just end it right here. Subscribe and like, and see you later. But
subscribe, like, comment down below.
Comment down below how much of the pain in the arse you're being with that.
Remember when I was telling you, like, oh, your doppelganger could be like in the
mosque. In the what?
In the mob. Like, seriously, you could be a mobster.
In the high school mob.
High school mob.
Oh, is that what you mean?
No, just like a mobster.
Oh, okay.
Like a killer.
I don't think anybody with like my DNA could like ever try to fit in there.
Like mine could be a stripper.
Like a New York gangster.
Mine could be like a stripper somewhere.
Right, exactly. But oh man, I want to find out what my doppelganger is doing.
Have you ever watched How I Met Your Mother?
Nah.
Okay, so there's
only the first 2 episodes.
There's a bunch of episodes where they like try to find their doppelgangers.
Oh, is that like a returning thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll try to find like each of the characters' doppelgangers. It's pretty cool.
That's kind of a cool idea, yeah.
But like one of the characters' doppelgangers was a stripper. It's funny.
And wait, like, was there actually a doppelganger?
Yeah, it was actually a doppelganger.
What?
And she was Russian. She was a Russian stripper.
So they're crossing into the science fiction.
They're all in New York.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, what if your doppelgangers are all in Canada, or at least one of them?
Yeah. I would just immediately punch my doppelganger.
Punch?
Mm-hmm. Like it'd be like that thing where you see each other and do the long stare, I think that for some reason, if I always imagine if I saw myself, I would just freak out on him. Because I'm not good with that.
Wow. Yeah, I can't relate.
No. Like,
I was so fascinated. Like, I'd ask him so many questions.
I guess.
You want to know about it.
I mean, you could, yeah, I would beat him first and then ask.
What?
No, but my doppelganger could be ripped, right? I'd be like, can we switch?
Let's be real. Your doppelganger is not ripped.
True. Anybody with my DNA is never gonna even try to lift weights. Because,
who needs that?
Who needs that noise? In fact, you know what? I actually try to do lift weights, like, sometimes just to make myself feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah.
But never consistently, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I'll just pick up my father's, like, bench press thing and do, like, deadlifts and be like, boom. Like, I'm like, halfway to... How do you measure your muscles again? I'm just speaking out of my ass now.
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, no. You tried to lift weights.
Yeah, of course I used to do that, but I stopped after my surgery.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I stopped when I went to high school because I was just like, oh, so these are the people who lift weights.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
My pathetic ass is not going in there.
Hey, I had a friend who didn't do any of that, and then he became really jacked, and like.
I can think of a few people. I doubt any of my doppelgangers would ever get like jacked up. I'm. Do you think any of them would be like super overweight?
It could be.
Yeah, because like you could meet like a scientist doppelganger who's like super overweight, so they beat you in the brain, but then you beat them like in the physique. Even though I don't have much physique anyway, I just be like, damn, I'm not 400 pounds and you are. But then again, you probably could like invent, portable gravity or something.
Mine could be like a skinny legend, like modeling.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
It's a lot to like think around though. It's definitely interesting though. I really want to meet one though. That's the thing, is I've always wanted to meet someone who looks exactly like me. I've been told that they're like, oh, like I thought I saw you, like she looked exactly like you, and I'm like,
yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm not trying to be sexist or stereotyping or anything, but I feel like women would get along better with their doppelgangers. Like they wouldn't immediately just resort to conflict.
Maybe it's just you.
Like maybe it's just me. No. I can think of all my friends being like, what the hell is this? And we'd just be like, oh yeah, well, can you do this? Or something.
It goes automatically. It's like testosterone. Like
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Who's like stronger and who's weaker.
Because you know what? When you see someone in the hallway and then like you bump into them, I feel like you would be like, oh, I'm so sorry and whatnot.
I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I mean, that was their fault. And I'd be like,
yeah, like
rude girl.
Yeah. You see, it's this, but like I remember very specifically, I bumped into, and we just looked at each other.
Just dropping names again.
Whatever, man. He deserves it now. I'll bleep it out. But anyway, I bumped into him in the hallway, and we just looked at each other like, we just walked away. I've never went, sorry, man.
Yeah.
I realize now I've never done that in school. We're not in school anymore, but yeah. I reflect on a lot of stuff that I'd done in school or didn't do in school. And it's actually, I don't know what kind of legacy I left there, to be completely honest.
Why does it have to be like leaving a legacy though?
It's not legacy, but just like...
I never understood the whole like thing of like popularity. I never understood
yeah.
that. I never saw like, oh, like she or he is more popular than
everyone
else.
This is a good... Alright, yeah. I mess with this. What time are we at? Oh, we got time. Let's do it.
I never like saw people as that. I always tried to see people as like equal, but I've always been someone who's like that. Like I don't like to see people as anyone like less than anyone.
Right.
I've always hung out with like different people. Like I'd be friends with those people, but I'd also be friends with people who are like complete nerds. Or,
okay.
Like, yeah.
I'm not like that. I don't know why, but like I always laughed at the high school hierarchy of people.
Okay.
I even wrote an essay about it in English class.
You told me about that, right?
Yeah. I have always laughed at it. I've always thought it dumb. No, not dumb, but it's just I don't know. I didn't think of myself above it, but I just loved how some people were so oblivious to it. Like, especially, like, the mob.
Yeah.
Like, they were so oblivious, dude. They knew they were on top, whatever that meant, but they didn't see the hilarity in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, the people who sat in the corners of the school, like, just by themselves, I don't know if they saw it either. Maybe they did.
Whenever I saw those people, I feel so bad.
Yeah. I'd always... I'm not gonna lie and say, like, I'd always go and talk to them and make friends. I did that a few times.
Yeah, that's what my group did, though. Like, we would see those people, and then a lot of us would actually, like, say, oh, why don't you come hang out with us?
Yeah.
And then kind of create a bigger group, because I don't know if you saw, but our group was, like, really big, like, afterwards. Like, towards the end, it was getting bigger.
Let's just drop all their names, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't want to drop their names.
Oh, the people who sat by the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, elevator. I was, like, in and out of that group, because I went and...
Towards the end, I was really out of it, though.
By the end of grade 12, I just didn't care about anybody or anything.
Yeah, same. I kind of, like, I hung out with, like, a very small group of people who were, like, really nice, and then it kind of, like, turned to... It got really bad towards the end. And now we're not all friends, so... Actually, two of them are still friends. Yeah, but I'm not friends with them.
Okay, I see.
Drama.
I see. So basically, I think the like levels of popularity went, like, of course, outcasts, and then people who wanted to do really good with grades.
Yeah.
This is all very stereotypical, and none of this is true necessarily.
I feel like that was a lot with the French immersions, though.
The Frenchies, yeah.
They're so big on that, but like they weren't like at the bottom. They were kind of close up to the top, to be honest. I think it's because it had to do something with the valedictorian.
Okay, well then again, we were in French immersion. I don't really remember too much, but yeah. So people who tried to do really good with grades and didn't really talk to many people.
Yeah.
And then the people above that were me and you, probably.
What do you mean?
The music and theater, like, nerdy type of people.
Yeah.
Which I love you all. Like, I love that group.
Yeah.
But I think that's just above people who don't talk and want to do good grades. I hate the way I'm wording this.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I was like someone, because I played like on the school basketball team. I was in sports outside, so I knew a lot of people within that group because I knew them from middle school, and like I was a very sociable person. So I already knew a lot of them, and that's why I was friends with those people, but I was also friends with people who, like, you know, like you said before, like people who, I don't know how to explain it. Like you said before.
The nerds.
Yeah, the nerd. I don't want to say it.
Say it. We're all nerds.
Okay, like the nerds and the theater people, like I was friends with all of them. That's why I think it was hard for me to see, like, oh, there was like levels to this, because I was friends with all of them.
Oh, you went through all the levels. And that was kind of me. Like, I hung out with, I'll bleep this out, and I hung out with that group for a while.
I saw that too.
Yeah, so I kind of transitioned. It's not like I was like, yeah, I'm getting more popular, because I didn't care, of course, but I noticed it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's when it all started to, I started to see all these levels really clearly. Because elementary school, there was no levels at all. Because I stayed with the same people for 7 years.
That wasn't like with me.
Really?
Yeah, not in my elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then middle school, I started to notice it a little bit. Like, you know, I noticed there were, like, jocks and F-boys.
I was still friends with a whole bunch of, like, people.
Okay. And then high school is really where I saw that disgusting, like, heap of all this.
Yeah. But I feel like in high school, grade 9 was when people, like, yeah, there was already a set of people who were already there. Mm-hmm. But then there was people who, like, were trying to figure their way out. Or, like, trying to figure out where they want to be.
Trying to figure their way out of high school?
No, like...
I was one of those people.
Groups, you know? Like, I have groups, like, okay, maybe this isn't the right group for me. Maybe I need to hang out with other people, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think you and I were hybrids. Because, like, I don't know, we talked more than most.
Yeah, I did. So. I've never liked to, like, just stick with one group. I've always been someone who went with other groups. I didn't like to just have one. I like to have a bunch. I used to have my choices.
Choices.
That's what I see it as.
I didn't have.
Because if one group doesn't, work out, at least I had another one.
Well,
which happened a lot, actually.
I only had one group.
I had this thing where, like, there were some of my friends who didn't. I don't know how to say.
What do you think they are?
Well, because I'm not friends with a lot of them now. It's a thing. Like,
oh, okay.
It's kind of weird. But there were some of them who, like, they didn't understand that I would go hang out with other people. Like, it's like they wanted. I don't want to sound like they wanted me all to themselves, but like.
Come on.
That's
all right.
kind of the way it is, though. Like, some people don't like other people hanging out with other people.
Oh yeah, that's how everyone used to be when they were little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a best friend, and that best friend started hanging out with someone else. You were like, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here?
Like, yo, back off.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mine. As I'm not your property.
Yeah, the light just turned off above it. It does that all the time. Like every single day, these will just start doing a light show. I don't know why. So don't worry, it's not because of the paranormal.
It's just because I love it. Maybe I have like a spirit attached to me.
Oh God, yeah, you're bringing a spirit into the house. Dude, get out.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Okay, the door's over there. Just scoot.
Oh, and I couldn't open the door. I thought you were trying to like lock me in. I was like,
what? Oh yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Freaking, and then so you know what? After high school ended, you think all these classes and levels would go away. They still haven't for me, honestly. Just because they're so hardwired into my head. Like, I still look at Instagram, right? And I'm just like, I'm still below them.
I don't really look at Instagram.
No?
Yeah. I have my Snapchat, which I go on, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's where I contact my friends.
Mm.
And then I go on TikTok as well. I'm sorry, like, I used to be so against TikTok, and then I'm like, oh, I just know as soon as I look at this, I'm gonna, like, be attached to it.
Yeah, you know,
I'm gonna be sucked in. I'm gonna look at it.
I could probably get sucked in. Well, I don't know.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Give me a break. Okay, fine. Charlie D'Amelio. Boom. That's what I'm interested
that's nothing.
in.
There's so much.
Actually, she's like 15.
She's 16. Yeah.
Boom. Okay, even better. Anyway, Charlie D'Amelio. Shout out to her. If you want to be on the podcast, just fly to Canada.
Aren't her and Chase?
What?
Aren't her and Little Huddy dating?
I don't think I've hated someone more. When not even meeting him. I don't think I've ever been so
than Chase.
Oh yeah,
Why?
Guy's a dumbass.
Why?
Dumb arse, man. He said the N-word. He didn't even apologize for it. Boom. There's one good reason.
A lot of kids do that. You're telling me you've never done that?
I haven't. I said it once when quoting a movie, and I think you weren't there.
No.
You would have kicked my ass.
Yeah, I would have.
But either way, that guy's such a dweeb. Not a dweeb.
There are so many people who say that word. I'm not going to be like against anyone who says it because I know that so many people say that, and it's just out of like a joking matter sometimes. Or like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna like say this to my bro or something like that because I can."
Well, yeah. If you're a African American,
just don't say it in front of them.
Well, if I go into the hood and I frickin' start waving that around like the Surrey hood, and there's a bunch of black dudes, and I start saying that,
you get your butt kicked.
Yeah, well, except I have this knife here, and
again with a knife.
Oh, I'm gonna tell that story.
Okay,
I think
you have to tell that again.
Okay, so mom, dad, if you hear this, or uncle, well, you know what? I did something right here, and you know what? I got a knife to protect myself. I did nothing wrong, so I don't have to be ashamed about this. I was by Lougheed Mall, and there's this very pretty girl, and I was just on my phone, and I had the knife in my pocket, and then, of course, it was like the scene in Joker. 3, like, Visco-looking dudes, like, literally, they looked like E-boys, right? Walked over to, they might have been high as hell. It kind of seemed like they did. Mm-hmm. They were, sorry. And they just started heckling her. And I was like, what is this? This is Joker. This is a movie. Mm-hmm. And nobody did anything. People just walked past. I was like, all right, well, this is my time. So I went up to the dudes who are like, they weren't like touching or anything. They were just like they were just saying stupid stuff. And obviously she was just looking down at her phone as much as she could.
She was trying to ignore it. And
then the point where I walked over there and tried to stop is when they took her phone and they're, we're talking to you.
They took her phone?
Yeah. And she was like, hey! I'm like, all right, now I gotta go. And so I walked over to the dudes and I was like, bros, yo, look at this. I'm not even kidding about this. I pulled out my saved memes that I have on Instagram, like right here. And I just started showing them memes. Because I did not want to ignite a fire. I did not want to be like, okay, you assholes, get away from this woman. I just wanted to be like, yo, look at this. Yo, look at... And then they were like, they immediately turned to me, looked at the phone as if they had never seen a meme before and just started looking at it and laughing. And I was just like, look at this one. And they were just like, oh, you got any more? I'm like, yeah. And I just signaled to the girl to leave, and then she did. And then they said, here, give me the phone for a second. I was like, no, I'm good. And so then they got mad. So they must have been high, because there's no way they're like this bipolar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like,
were their eyes red?
I don't really remember. I don't think so. And so one of the dudes pushed me, pushed my shoulder really hard. I was like, I'd try not to show pain, but I was just like, And this dude who walked up behind me started going ballistic on these three dudes, like screaming and cursing and being like, leave him alone, you mother. It was so, like, he immediately exaggerated the situation tenfold. So 2 of the dudes were focused on the screaming banshee that now entered the ring. And then I was left with the dude who pushed me. And I had my knife on my belt here, this knife. And he was straight up had a boxing stance. And I was like, dude, if you swing at me, I'm going to hurt you really bad. I'm not going to fight you, but I'm going to hurt you really bad. And I obviously put my hand here. And so he came up really close to me, and he looked down at my waist where my knife was and just tried to see what was there for like 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes, and I was just like, are you done, bro? And he's just like, So he took his hand and like rubbed my face while pushing me back and just walked away with his other 2 friends who like had just gotten like an earful from this other old guy.
Yeah. And
so I went up to the old guy whose face was so red. He was just like, I hate kids these days. And I was like, thank you though. And he was just like, oh yeah, no problem. Do you have a knife? I'm just like, yeah, I have a knife. And he's like, that's smart. Good job.
Love our society.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my story with this new knife I got, the Kaiser Black 10 Vanguard Mini Sheepdog. It's a small knife, and you can't stab, but you can slash. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like a serial killer.
You can slash. Anyway, so there's my story with the knife. Ever been in a situation like that recently? No.
I mean, like, I always get the cat call here and there, which is like, it's scary. Like, I mean, I have some like stories that I'm not gonna say it because like it's kind of uncomfortable talking about them.
Yeah.
A lot of women, how they go through these things where they'll get catcalled or like other like worse things will happen. It's really unfortunate, but it does happen a lot, and it is good to be protected. Like I personally, I want to get a pepper spray here soon, just in case.
Yeah. It's
always good to have that on hand, and you're allowed to have it on hand. So.
Yes, you're not allowed to have like bear mace or anything.
Yeah.
That would probably kill someone. But pepper spraying.
I think it's really good to have yourself like protected, just in case, because there are like those really rude, wild people out there.
Yeah, Well, even like pepper spray is much better than carrying like a knife like this, just because it's more effective, and it's like less blood, less whatever, less mess.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever buy pepper spray, just because where could you get it?
I don't even know. I have to see.
I feel like it would be much more gratifying to like slash someone with this knife who's
Wonder if you can get it at someone like Rona or like Canadian Tire.
No.
Really?
What?
Like pepper spray?
Rona?
Rona or Canadian... Not Rona, maybe Canadian.
Maybe you're not entirely off, but I
Maybe
feel like
Canadian
it's
Tire.
a hardware store, man. I feel like you have to go to Army and Navy or Bass Pro Shop to get something like that.
Maybe.
I don't know, but no, I think anybody who any dude who does that, of course, you're a bastard, but also I feel like most dudes, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, I'm also not trying to be like justify it. I feel like most dudes who like I feel like they're mostly like drunk and high and stuff like that.
When
Like
they do stuff like that?
yeah.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't give them the right, you know?
No.
It's
Like
not an excuse.
by the way, what do you think is sketchier? People smoking weed outside, which is not even that bad, or
It's legal now. So.
yeah, or like before, or public drinking.
Public drinking?
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
That's actually a lot sketchier. Cause can you imagine that people smashing beer bottles and
Public
whatnot?
drinking on like a street, you know, like.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But not like like
In a
like
restaurant?
or like a bar or something.
That's
like
hella
who cares?
sketchy. I don't ever want to see you drinking a martini
Why?
at Earl's. Okay.
Why?
That's sketchy as hell.
I don't go to Earl's.
You don't.
No, I've been to the once. I didn't really like it.
There's like 4 restaurants that are pretty much all the same, and it's Earl's, Cactus, Milestones, and Brown's.
Browns?
Maybe it's kind of like the same stuff. Expensive, like restaurant with a variety
it's
of
not
menu.
that expensive.
Browns I like the best, not because
I
only
really
it's
like
the
Browns.
cheapest probably. Maybe Milestones is pretty cheap,
Yeah, it is.
but I don't know. Like for some reason, did I go to Milestones with you and somebody else?
No.
Oh, no. Browns? No, that was 2 other people. Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
You went to Cactus for your birthday.
You
Which-
came.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Nope.
Was it
I didn't know
Nicholas?
about it. Yeah, Nick went.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and I just found like the next day, you show me the pictures. I'm just like, when was this? You're like, this was yesterday. I'm like, oh, huh? And you're like, yeah, you were invited. I'm like, what? I didn't hear anything about it,
I think I told Nick to tell you or something like that.
and the bastard didn't do it.
Or I did invite you in the group chat. You just didn't. Oh, I did invite you in the group chat, but you were on Snapchat at the time.
I'm terrible at answering Snapchat, dude.
Mm.
I suck at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that about wraps it up. What have we discussed today? We've discussed doppelgangers. We've discussed clones. Paranormal stuff, which is probably going to be the base for this one. And a lot of high school stuff, like the high school hierarchy.
Oh, and don't forget thick raccoons.
Thick ass raccoons.
I really want to create like an Instagram page just for them.
Dude, they're always in my backyard.
I don't have any.
Always. I could easily start that. And what was the first one? Oh yeah, and our lovely guitar class, which you still don't think is the best class in high school, which I'm uncharted.
I don't really know what the best class in high school was for me.
What was better? What was at least like close?
I really like drama. Theater is a really big part.
Okay, yeah.
I think theater really like opened me up to be more confident about myself.
Yeah,
I
right.
would have never joined guitar if it weren't for theater.
What?
Yeah, because I would have never been able to like really play guitar, like sing in front of anyone.
Theater and drama. I don't know why I never did it. Then because I like acting, I like performing in front of people. But I think I always prefer technical stuff, like the technical behind the scenes stuff. That's what I'm.
A lot of people are like.
That's what I'm doing for work right now.
Yeah, but a lot of people I hear like, oh, I regret not joining theater, and like.
I do.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Like theater's a really good class to do.
I do regret that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
know.
Then I did the plays. Like I feel like grade 12 was like a really good year for me with that stuff. I did a bunch of plays. I was like, basketball was really like getting up and stuff. And then I joined guitar. I was really trying to open myself up more. I was meeting more people. Then,
but
like,
you just
the
really
surgery...
stuck around with me, really.
Yeah. Then the surgery happened, and everything just went like downhill from there for me.
And that was when, like, June?
I think it was like May or June. It
Well,
was May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you've recovered now, I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah, I'm still having problems with this. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I said we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. So a lot of discussion today. I'll pick something to title this video.
Thick records.
I'm so tempted. But you have been in the loop with Max Wingrove and Solée, which is not sun in Spanish. Sun in French.
No, it's sun in Italian.
Wait, what? No, okay, stop. Don't get out of here with that.
You really believe me? You're so gullible sometimes.
Yeah. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below for any reactions to the stories we told today and what you want to see on this podcast. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time in the loop.